action.
Hey guys, Kid Collectible 404 here. So today we're going to be going over part 1 of my uniform haul. This is just going to be the accessories, then we're going to go over the main uniform, which is the jacket, the pants, everything else. So this is just going to be the different parts of the late war United States uniform. So here we do have an M1903 Springfield rifle. This is the U.S. Navy training rifle version. This is from 1950. This is not an original copy. This was from my Uncle Eddie. He served in Vietnam, so this is a very nice copy of it. But this is just a training rifle, so you can see that it's not actually... There's a stopper here, so you can't actually fire any bullets, but this is the way you would fire it, is just like that. So it does stop, there's no bullets, and it's just a regular rifle. But otherwise, it's a very, very good representation. It's period accurate, so I think it's good. And moving on, these are just some extra pieces. This is like a mess kit that they would have had in World War II. This is a fork, and we also have a knife here. And this is a can opener. It's a very, very tiny piece, you can see, but very, very good. And there's a bit of a knife. Here's a blade, so you can cut it. So that was actually a very, very good piece. These are the winter gloves that they would wear in case it would get cold. These are original pieces. They're made out of wool, so I have covers to make sure my hands don't get scratchy from wearing these, because this whole uniform is, you know, back in the period, all they had was wool, so it was very itchy so they would rip pieces of their clothes off and try to protect from getting scratched. And these are reproduction socks, but they're appropriate socks, so they're the same color that they would wear, and it has everything that's accurate to it. And these are long socks, so if you pick them up, they just look like this. So you put your foot, this is your heel, and then here's the bottom. This is an infantry watch. This is the NATO strap version, so what that means is if this part here, the spring lock, breaks off, these can stay on. This is period accurate, but it's a reproduction. Very, very good reproduction though, and I do think it's a good piece. And right here, this is the haversack, M1928 haversack. This is an original from 1942. Really, really nice piece. So you'd use it as a backpack and just put it on. I'll show that in the action video, but you could see the year here. It says Boyd 42. So this is 1942. And the shovel that I have inside, the entrenching tool, you can open it. Here's a bit of the inside. The entrenching tool is from 1943. So I'll show that off more in the other video, but if you can see the staff here, this is one of the more late war entrenching tool. Because before, I think they had the 1918 entrenching tool. So that was a bit of the earlier war. So I have the later war entrenching tool. But this is an earlier war haversack. And they continued using that through the whole war. So also a really, really nice piece. Most of this whole thing's original. So I do think it's a very good addition. And finally, we do have, this is the Jeep cap. So what you do is, when it's cold, you wear this under your helmet. So you put it on like this. And this is just to protect your head when it gets cold. And right here, this is the webbing belt. So this is where you put your ammo, and you also attach, there's a couple things I have attached in here. This is the US M1910 canteen. This is also original. This whole thing's original here. And then on the inside, this is where you'd store your ammo. So you'd open this, and you put your ammo inside there. So this is a M1 Garand belt, but they also used it for M1903 Springfield because they used the same type of belt. So this holds about, let's see, this is about 10 cartridges inside here. So you can hold the stripper clips, they're called, for the M1 Garand in there. And right here, finally, this is the last thing. I'll show you guys. Here's the, this is the Carlisle model medic bag. So this is where you put the medical pouch. So I open it. In here, this is what it used to look like. I'm not going to open it because there's actual stuff inside, but this is what the original medic bag looked like. So here's a nice representation. There's a little bit of writing. You guys can pause to read that. But I do think it's really, really nice to see. And most of this was intact, so I was really happy with that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're going to stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.